everybody, what's up? Welcome back to another Cars 3 video. Today we have 4 brand new mini racers to review. So do you guys remember my previous video on the mini racers? I reviewed 8 of them and they were all awesome. They're metal and they roll, whereas this line of minis that you guys may have seen at Toys R Us or Target stores, it's not made by Mattel, by the way, it's made by Thinking Toy. These are made by Mattel and that's probably why they're better, but first of all, these are like more expensive, or maybe at some stores they're the same price, but here's an example. I really do like it, but first of all, he's plastic and he doesn't roll and the decals are stickers. So I'll do a little bit more of a comparison when I open up these minis because one of the ones that we get out of this bag, I do have in the other line, Jackson Storms. You can see right there. Now in my original video of the mini racers, I mentioned that 4 were missing. 4 have not been found in the United States. They have been in Australia and the United Kingdom, but at that time, not the USA, because there are different cases. Case A has been what has primarily been found in the United States, whereas other countries, they might have gotten Case B. Now, just recently, some people have been able to find Case B with Jackson Storm, Murray Clutchburn, and Not Pictured, Natalie Certain, and Purple Ramone. So those are the 4 desirable ones right now, especially for people in the US because they are extremely rare. But at Kmart, you may be able to find those here in the US. Now, I did not get mine from Kmart. I actually got these from GetMeCollectibles, my all-time favorite seller of Disney cars and planes. I definitely recommend buying from him. He's a great guy, great seller, and his contact information is in the description below. So if you want to browse his eBay store or email him to inquire about an item, you can definitely do that. With all these Kmart stores closing around the country, it's definitely probably a better idea to order from him because my local Kmart, well, I guess it's not even local anymore. It's about like 25 to 30 miles away. So definitely, it was not even a question to order the rest of the minis from him. I mean, who knows where else these could hit? Walgreens doesn't seem to be getting any more in, and that's where I got my original 8. But anyway, let's get on with the review here of these 4 brand new mini racers. And actually, there will be more according to this poster that someone found. I'll put a picture here on the screen. There will be a lot more mini racers. These look absolutely phenomenal. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. I just hope that more stores get them in, like perhaps Walmart, maybe Target. Does that sound like a good idea? Like some stores that are, more convenient and available to people. But anyway, as it says right there, real diecast car inside. That's absolutely true. You can see on the front here, you have the Mystery McQueen. You have McQueen there, Doc Hudson, Cruz Ramirez, Murray Clutchburn, Jackson Storm, Cal Weathers, and Sheriff. And just to clarify, there's no Mystery McQueen. That just shows you that it's a mystery mini blind bag series type of thing. So you have the title right there, choking hazard obviously. On the back here, you don't really have anything important except for the code on the back. So in the description, I'll put the entire list of like codes and everything so you can buy like exactly what you want as long as you know the numbers. So I'm pretty sure 9 is Murray Clutchburn, but in the description below, I'll put all that information. I don't have them all memorized. I'll even put 1 through 8 because, it's actually a great way just to go to a store and, I want to get Lightning McQueen, then buy number 1. It works perfectly, and so I'm really glad that Mattel is doing that for this line. For the Toys R Us and Target line in these packagings, they are not doing that sort of system. So it's a little bit harder to get what you want. But I'll be right back with all these minis opened up. So each blind bag comes with a little poster. It's actually really cool. Let's take a look at it here. Collect your favorite characters from Cars 3. So let's see what it has here to offer. It's only the first wave 1 through 12. And then obviously when the second wave comes out, which I believe is another 12, it may be a little bit less, but you guys saw the picture that I put on the screen earlier on in the video. So of course you have Lightning McQueen, Chick Hicks, Murray Clutchburn, Cal Weathers, Doc Hudson, Natalie Certain, Ramone, Luigi, Cruz, Ramirez, Jackson, Storm, Sheriff, and Mater. It's kind of like a checklist, so you can check off cards as you get them. On the back here, you have the other 12, like I was talking about before. So yeah, you can kind of see that they're just the same characters. Like that looks to be Jackson Storm, that looks to be Ramone. They're just like whited out. They're not like a hint of what's to come, but we already do know what's to come. And according to this, the second wave will be out in fall of 2017. So I guess we shouldn't expect that wave anytime soon anywhere in the world, but maybe they'll release them early. Who really knows? So here we go, guys. We have all 4 out of the package. I really do like this batch. It kind of surprises me that they didn't include Jackson Storm in case A, the first 8, because he's such a main character. But it's also surprising that they released Murray Clutchburn, because I doubt he'll even speak in the movie. But maybe they just wanted to throw in some random racer because he's colorful. But what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to go through each of these and compare them to the 155 scale diecast. So obviously we'll start with number 9, which is Murray Clutchburn, and then we'll move on to Jackson Storm, so on and so on. I feel like there was one other thing I wanted to mention, but I'm just blanking out right now. Maybe it'll come back to me. But let's start here with Murray. Like I said, he probably won't speak in the movie, but maybe I'll be proven wrong in several days when Cars 3 comes out. Gosh, I am so excited. I absolutely love the detail that Mattel is able to put on such a small diecast. Like, this is amazing. You can see the Spoiler Stop logo right there. It says cold engine relief below stop, but that is just way too small to read. I like his expression. It's actually kind of similar to the one on the 155 scale diecast. You have 92 below the headlight right there. On the side, you have the orange rims, or the turquoise, my bad. No light year around the tires. That's a little unfortunate, but it's so small, I don't really expect that to even be there. You have light year there on the fender, and his contingency sponsors are present. The Piston Cup, Violin Revolting, RPM, Nitwade, and I think Octane Gain and Clutch. I had to look off of the diecast, the 155 scale diecast, because that's so small. Now it looks like the 92 kind of splits up the contingency sponsors. You can see that like 3 are on top and then the rest are on the bottom. That's not how it is on the diecast. They're all together, but since it's so small, I feel like that was necessary to do. I like how they have the orange stripe here with the turquoise and the white. Looks very similar, just a little bit different than the diecast. Very, very well done though in general. Spoiler stop here on the back with the gas cap. On the roof you have 92. They even sculpted in the roof flaps there. That is absolutely insane. On the back here you have spoiler stop, cold engine relief, or it actually says you're catching cold in my draft, and that is actually very visible on the mini racer. The 92 there as well, and even the camera just very, very small right there in between sputter and stop. Up here you have sputter stop again. Just very, very well done. I am so impressed with these mini racers. I don't know how they are able to do them and sell them at such a cheap price. Like at Walgreens stores, they are $2.49. That is absolutely amazing, especially when you take a look at the other mini line. They're $3 at Target, and they're worse. I just bought some because they have more characters, a bigger variety in characters. I kind of take that back now because that's what I thought before I saw the new poster showing the second wave of mini racers, and that's why, Louise Barnstormer Nash is in the second wave, Smokey's in the second wave, Dr. Damage is in the second wave, so kind of takes the shine off of that line completely. Like the variety, that's gone, price, quality, etc., etc. But we're not really here to complain about the other line. We're here to talk about this amazing line. And so it actually rolls as well. You can see that. Here's the base. Looking really awesome there. Very, very cool. K11. And do you guys know what that means? That means that it was produced the 11th week of 2017. K stands for the year. They started doing this a while back, whenever A was that like 2007 or 2008 is what A stood for. So there you go. That is Murray Clutchburn, aka Sputter Stop number 92. And if you guys were curious, here is Murray from Cars 1. He's still racing in Cars 3 for Sputter Stop, so that's pretty amazing. Not sure how accurate it is for him to still be racing, but I know someone left a very thoughtful comment on my review of Cars 3 Murray, and it really explains some things and how it actually is realistic for some to be racing still in Cars 3 like Todd Marcus. But for Murray, not so much because he's based on much of an older car. So thanks to that person who made the comment. Maybe I'll put it on the screen here. I'm not entirely sure if I'll remember or not, but I really do appreciate that person making that comment. I know I thanked them in the comment section there. Now I just wanted to let everyone know that Cal Weathers is the same model as Murray Clutchburn in the Mini Racers form right here. It makes perfect sense because as the 155 scale diecast, they are the same model as well. I like though that they have different expressions, that's great, and the paint jobs are extremely different. So these are definitely two of my favorite mini racers. Cal, like I said in my original video of them, was my favorite. I think he still is. Maybe Jackson Storm is my new favorite, but we'll have to see. Let's move on to him now. He looks absolutely stunning. I love that expression, just very chill, cool, calm, and just collected. I love how they put the Igniter logo there on the hood like it should be. The eyebrow there is kind of like sparkly, as you can see. He has the blue outline around the tires there, and here's the normal version of Jackson Storm for comparison. On the side here, he has his contingency sponsors, the Piston Cup, Combustor, Synergy, and Carbon Cyber. They are very hard to see there because the light gray kind of blends in with the dark black, and plus it's so small, but that is what it says here on the normal version. You have Igniter down below. I love how they put the yellow arrow to indicate to the pit crew where to lift Jackson Storm up at to do work on his undercarriage. They have that on the normal diecast as well, but such a small detail, I would not have been surprised if they took it off. So I'm super impressed that they kept it on there. Of course, you have the big S there for Storm with a bunch of smaller S's in there, I think. I think that's what it actually is. It doesn't really seem like that on the big diecast here, but I think in the movie there are a bunch of little S's in the big S. You have 2.0 right there, his number, gas cap back here, 2.0 on the spoiler, not on the spoiler, but on the roof, sculpted roof flaps, igniter there on the spoiler, liquid adrenaline, so that's what his company makes. He has his yellow rookie stripes there because he's a rookie, of course. He won't be a rookie for the entire movie though. 2.0 above the left one, and igniter, liquid adrenaline over toward the right. So yeah, is it like some sort of Powerade, 5-hour energy? I really have no idea. Talked about this in a video a long time ago. And here on the base, you have just the normal stuff. K10, so 10th week of 2017, 1 week before Murray Clutchburn was made. One detail that they did not add on the Mini Racers version is the exhaust pipes. You can see the two exhaust pipes right there outlined in silver. They probably will have been right there on the Mini Racer, but they just did not put those on there. That's completely cool with me. I mean, when you have a car with such limited surface area, I really do not expect them to get every single detail down. Alright, let's move on to Ramone here. I mean, with the 155 scale diecast, they even forget some details. Like, I just want to refer back to my Reb Meeker video and how he did not have the number below his front headlight. That's in the movie. They did not put that on the diecast for some reason. So, I mean, sometimes surface area is not really an issue. It's just them, I don't know, their attention to detail. But now here's Purple Ramone. Does this confirm that Ramone will be purple in the movie? It seems like he'll only have this blue paint job that we've seen in a couple of trailers and in the video game, and then the Florida paint job that we've also seen in a trailer. So it's not a spoiler, but it's kind of like gold and red from what I can see. And so I don't know if he'll be purple. Maybe they just released him as a mini racer in purple because it's kind of like, I don't know, a line that encapsulates everything because you also have Doc Hudson. So I'm not entirely sure. I mean, later on in this line, we will get a Florida Ramone, as you guys saw on the poster there. But anyway, You have the ghost flames there on the hood, the darker purple ones. I really do like the little pinstriping on the hood. You have the grill right there. Here's the 155 scale Ramone. You have the big yellow flame going across there with the darker purple flames behind it. It looks like they did not really fade it as much on the diecast because, as you can see on the diecast there, it fades from yellow to like red as you get toward the back. This one, it looks pretty much yellow and then just a little bit of orange all the way through. Toward the back here, you see another little pinstriping decal there. Looking very nice. You have the gold rims. K11 there again. On the back, his license plate is low and slow. Of course, that's to be expected. The red taillights there, very, very pretty. And you have the pinstriping detail on the trunk here. Very, very cool. I do really like Ramone, but he's probably one of my least favorite. Or actually, he's my least favorite out of these four. Not out of all the mini racers, because I have to say, I do not like Mater, or what was the other one that I did not like? Luigi. Luigi was awful, yeah. I know. There was one from that first video that was just terrible, and I'm pretty sure it was Luigi. But anyway, here's Natalie Certain, voiced by Kerry Washington, a brand new character, to summarize and conclude the video. So here's your typical Mattel 155 scale release of Natalie Certain. Just a pretty typical car. Probably based on a Tesla Model S, I believe. I like how the red's a little bit sparkly. You have the white rims right there. Very similar. See, there's not many details on her to get down, so she's just kind of, I don't know, boring. I wouldn't say boring, but if you compare her to Murray Clutchburn, I mean, he has all those little decals that they have to get right, but she's just painted one color. She's actually a lot darker than the Mattel 155 scale release. I really do like her license plate. As you can see, it reads K01-31W. So K and W stand for Kerry Washington, her initials, and then 0131 is her birthday, January 31st. Same as on the regular diecast, and then you have exhaust pipes on either side there. Is her license plate from Michigan? I believe it is. I can't really tell, but that looks like a Michigan plate with the blue borders on either side. So that's pretty much it for Natalie. I feel like she should be a little bit thinner. Like, she looks really thin on the 155 scale release, but she looks a little chubby on this version. Maybe it's just because they had to scale her down, and I don't know, just got a little bit wider, and that's what happened. But anyways, guys, that is all for my review of these four mini racers. So first, let me know out of these four which one is your favorite. I think I have to go with Jackson Storm just because of how awesome he looks. Murray Clutchburn is not far behind at all though. And then let me know out of all of the mini racers that we have, all 12, which one is your favorite. So let me bring them all up here. Wow, they all look great together. But before we leave, I wanted to save this for the end of the video because I just wanted to focus the first half and pretty much all of the video on this line of the minis. And then at the end, we're going to compare them to the other line made by Thinking Toy. So $3 at Target, $4 at Toys R Us. Not really a fan, but here's whoa. Jackson Storm, where are you going, dude? Sorry, guys. He kind of flew right in front of my camera there. But here is Jackson Storm from that line. As you can see, completely stationary, does not move. He's plastic. Like, if you just kind of throw him around, you can definitely tell that he's plastic. Whereas this is heavy metal diecast. Definitely like him a lot more. And they just got so many more decals on the diecast version. Like, there's no blue there on the end of the spoiler. No contingency sponsors. Well, look at that. They actually got the exhaust pipes on this version, but no blue line around the tire. I mean, you got the igniter there on the hood. You have 2.0 on the roof. No roof flap sculpted in. Nothing on the spoiler. His wheels are turned out a little bit, which is a cool feature. The expression's all right. You have the gas cap there. And then you have the stuff on the back, which is the same. Actually, there's no igniter logo there on the right. So just pretty awful to me. Like, I don't know why there's such like a price difference between like something that's better. Like, I'd expect this to be a little bit more. I'd probably even pay more for it. but I wanted to get some of these just for comparison, to have some and then to get a wider range of characters. Like if I were to get Bobby Swift from this line, I'd be happy because he's not going to be made in this line of minis from Mattel. But anyways guys, that's your comparison there. You guys can come to your own conclusions, but I think everyone's on the same page about this, that the Mattel line of die-cast minis are way better than the Thinking Toys line. So yeah, let me know which one's your favorite. My favorites are definitely the ones here in the front row. But in the back row, I mean, you got some awesome ones as well. I mean, the only one that I really do not like is Luigi. He just looks pretty terrible in my opinion. And so if you'd like to see that other video of the first 8 mini racers, you can check out the description below. And I believe that's all guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, GetMeCollectibles, an A+ seller. Definitely check him out if you're in need of a car or a plane. I think he still has some planes, but not many anymore, just because the planes line is dying. Actually, it's already dead. It's already dead. I'm sorry, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, but I'll see you guys next time for another video. We're getting so close to Cars 3. So excited. Bye now.